Hi everybody, it's Suzanne Grandchamp, attorney, author, coach, and tarotier. Tarotier is a French term for a tarot card reader. And what do I use tarot cards for? I use them to spot coach, not only for myself, but for my clients. It's a great way to find out what's going on inside you with even one or two cards in a draw. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite cards in the deck. This is number 12, which is the Hanged Man. But before we get started, please click the bell up there to subscribe to my channel. I release new videos every week. And please like the video if you find you get benefit from it and share it with others. The Hanged Man. So what we have in this card is a person who's suspended upside down, tied by what appears to be his or her ankle, and in a position of suspended animation. There's red and blue in the card, there's a halo around the person's head, and they're in contemplation. This card traditionally means that it's time to push the pause button. It's time to suspend activity. It's time to take a break and review our plans, maybe our attitudes, our priorities, our responsibilities, and also to reflect on a situation. In this card, we're stepping out of life for a little while. We might be in the throes of a big transition and caught between the old and new. We might need to take a time out to think about something or to reconsider something. We might have to look at a different perspective or take a different perspective on something before we move forward. Sometimes it refers to letting something go, releasing an attitude, a belief, maybe a role. Might be making way for something new by releasing something old. But the card generally refers to time spent in repose. That means in rest, relaxation, or contemplation. And that it's imperative to do so before moving forward. This person is basically withdrawing from life to contemplate something, to meditate, maybe to heal. That happens as well with this card. Now, if you remember, when I read, I generally don't read the cards reversed, but I always consider the reversed meaning. With regard to the Hangman, the reversed meaning is just the opposite of what we're talking about. Sometimes it means that you need to take a break, take a time out, reconsider something. Sometimes you're being untrue to yourself. Perhaps you're sacrificing yourself for something that really has no value to you or for no good reason. But oftentimes, the reversed Hangman means we need to slow down. We need to take a step away from the situation and reconsider it. The Hangman reverse can also mean that if you've been taking a time out, if you have been in a period of repose or suspended animation, that time could be coming to an end. Maybe you've been able to reevaluate your priorities, and maybe you've reset your direction moving forward, and now you're ready for action. You may wonder why the Hangman is one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's because it asks us to take a time out, to take a break, to contemplate what's going on in our lives. And in this society and in our culture, we rarely do this. We rarely stop to take a breath and smell the flowers, or maybe take a retrospective to figure out how far we've come before we take further action or the next step. I like it because it's the pause button in life. And as I've gotten older, I think there's huge value in pausing, especially between cycles in our lives.